Hello everyone. Alright, I'm on my messy desk. It's pissing rain outside because, of course, why not? We've been stuck at not being able to play RC outside since late November. I've been able to go out to play, I think, 3 times, and now it's been raining, knowing that it hasn't rained one single day between November and February. So, that's the universe telling us to go F ourselves big time. So I'm going to work on my little mini collection. I have finished updating the 7, which I'm really happy with. Let me see if I can focus on that a little better or not. Can you autofocus, my friend? Yes, you can. But is it going to work? We don't know. Come on. All right, kind of. Not really. Manual focus. Oh yeah, almost there, almost there, almost there. Okay, so I still have my 6000 kV mini Q motor over there. I have mainly what changed basically is the Servo Horn. I've used the new Servo Savers that I have, except that I'm using it Alpha as a Servo Saver. You can see it is still the 2-piece plastic down there, but I've removed the spring. I've made it a bit smaller. I'm going to do the same on this PC over there, my PC 00. And aside from that, on the 7, nothing has changed, just been doing a little bit of cleaning. The main mods that I did last time was on my Mephisto, my classic. Really tight setup now. I'm using the 3005 kV from SDRacing. I wish I had the packaging with me, but I don't. Anyway, nice little sensorless motor, pretty inexpensive, and usually, you see, I would be using those Mini Q6, well, they're just Mini Q 6000 kV that I get from my supplier over in mainland China, but I have burnt a few of those motors. Probably because my track is filthy with hair, which probably doesn't help the durability, but I think I've went through 2 motors with the chassis, so there is a little bit of play on the Mini Q. Although the new one don't seem to have. Some of them have play in the connector over there, so we will see. But the 3.5 is much more appropriate for the classic because I don't want top speed for the classic. I just want good torque, good low speed, and this is plenty sufficient. I'm still running somewhere in the 75-80% end point only. I'm using the new 15 amp ESCs that I'm now carrying on the web store, which are pretty much the same, if not exactly the same as the Mini Q ones that are somewhere in this bag. They're exactly the same. They are the one that I used to get, that I still get from my same Chinese supplier that I get the motor. Those are just a little bit more inexpensive. So I bought a bunch of those last time. And so now the Classic Mini is running Servo Saver in the front from the YL toy. So that is going to help durability. I can now run the receiver, micro receiver on the side, and I run the battery on the tray underneath and the ESC on top here. So this way it's a fully compact package. It's very narrow, and I can fit my long-lived Mephisto on top of it. So that's what I have right now with the Mini, the Classic Mini, I should say. And the thing that I want to work on right now is with my PC00. I have just ordered, so I've ordered another motor at the same time from SDRacing. This one is a 5500 kV motor, and I have ordered a Rocket ESC. It says 18 amp ESCs, a boxed one. I'm going to change the plug because I'm using the JST plug, although I'm thinking about switching everything to those balance plug. Maybe I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to just change my battery and all the other ESC plug, because this is a bit more compact, isn't it? The JST take a lot of room. So I'm going to be replacing my upper deck over there with this, and I need to put a new Servo Saver as well in this one. So I'm going to do the operation that I did on the other car in order to fit the Servo Saver into this one. So that is going to be a little bit of work. You can see how yellowed the plastic is. I've been running these really a lot. I can't wait to have the new PC12 showing off, because I have designed the same type of flex plates on the new 112 chassis that I have on the PC00, so I can't wait to see how this converts into larger scale. If it does at all, I think it's going to for sure change the dynamic of the pan car substantially compared to where it's at right now. And what should I do first? Hold on, I have my solder on. Anyway, I can solder these later. I'm just gonna place the... Turn up the solder for a sec. I'm gonna take care of placing the electronics, because this is really tiny. But compared to what I usually have, it's a little bit larger, and it's for sure heavier. But I think this is going to be a nice piece to add right at the bottom here of the plate. Double side tape it here. It would be even better if I could have the receiver just next to it. And this way I have only cables on one side. Let's try to do that. All right, so I'm gonna mount my motor down here, and I think with this long cable I might want to put this on this side actually. So yeah, okay, on the left side over here. That's gonna be something like that. That's gonna be pretty cool, I think. So I don't really know how much better at driving the SDRacing are. What's for sure is that quality-wise, the casing itself just feels better. They are vented as well, which is good. That should help, because they do tend to get fairly hot, the motors in these cars. All right, let's find a hole. All right, I'm gonna just mount the motor. I don't have a pinion on yet. Cheers, everyone. So yeah, last time I was posting about the PC7. Thanks again for everybody for the support, for getting the 4 pre-orders for this car. This is now unavailable at the moment. I wrote last time that I was going to make it available as a kit, and I've been thinking about it, and I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make all the cars available pre-assembled as they have been so far, but I'm just going to get rid of the steering servo. I'm going to have no more steering servo with the car, and I'm going to let people add whatever steering servo they want to add, because although the steering servos that I was adding to the kits are fine, but they are entry level, and I know people like to upgrade right away everything in their car, and I'm worried that those just get tossed away. And the other thing as well that I was talking about on Facebook recently is a pretty bad surprise that I've had starting to reorder supplies, namely FRP. I was ordering the FRP cuts from my CNC supplier for the PC, the FP12, the new FP chassis and other parts that I was cutting in 2mm, and the boards, as the price of the raw material went up 15%, which is not nothing. 15% is a damn lot of money. It's a large increase, and so I'm just struggling to know, like, how much do I absorb, and how much do I have to reflect on the product price, because I have to reflect that on the product price. And so what I was thinking, maybe I'll just cut off the servo altogether sell it as a pre-assembled kit. You need to disassemble the upper plates to mount your servo. No biggie, it's just a couple of screws. And so I think I'm going to do that, because the things that was added to that great news from the day before yesterday was this morning when the local post office sent me an email to say that they are increasing the cost of shipping from Hong Kong as well, because there are not enough planes in the sky. So we are going to pay a shitload of money to everybody this year, and I think it's going to be a substantial increase in the cost of absolutely everything linked with RC and online shopping for sure, that are going to come our way. Actually, I should put it the other way. I've just wasted double-sided tape. So I'm sorry about that, but that is completely out of my control. That sucks, because I know as well that is going to make people turn their back on some products, because I'm sure it is super tough as well for everybody financially. Trust me, it is the same here. It is not fun financially this year for us at all. And but it is what it is. So raw material are up. Nothing I can do about that. I still need to get my supplies to build the RC cars. So I have decided most likely what I'm going to do is on those cars, I'm going to get all of them as pre-assembled kits without the servo, including the classics. And this way I think it's easier for anyone to just get whatever electronic they have. I will have a few servos probably on sale. I have the ESCs on sale. Motors, I have a couple. I might have them on the store. They are what they are. They work really well, but at some point some of them break. I don't know why. But they're like 12 US or 14 US a piece, so fairly inexpensive. The SDRacing are like 45%, 50% more expensive. So I'll see durability. I'll see how they are. They come with the needs to solder. I have to say that I really enjoy having the servo plugs directly on the mini Qs. This is so helpful. But it is what it is. So all right, so everybody knows now that is the situation. I think probably in everything that you are used to order to your usual suppliers, there is going to be some really not cool pricing coming our ways. So I'll do my best to absorb the cost, and the shipping, I've already updated it on the web store. So that's about $2 US more for the e-express, and there are new countries that are on the no e-express list from here. So check out my Facebook to see. That's my Servo Saver. You see, this is this wonderful Chinese brand SDRacing that does some of the cars that I dislike the most. But it's really hard to find the type of servo horns that I'm looking for. So every time I have cheapy servos, I have them come up with a nice tiny servo horn, and recently they stopped coming with one, so I had to find a replacement for them. So what I do for the PC car is that instead of having the spring and the horn and the saver, when you do that, the full assembly sticks out of there about 3 mil, and I don't have any space between that and my my steering rack. So first of all, I have to file the steering rack some, and the other thing I need to do is to get rid of that little piece of plastic there, so I can directly put a washer and screw the horn directly onto it. So there is a little bit of save your ass motion, but really not much. I like it for the classic. I don't really think it's necessary for the pan car, because at the end of the day, it's a fast car. I don't want to have wobbly steering. I have to say, driving the Mephisto with the Servo Saver, no wobble whatsoever, really stable. So these are good. I don't know, the quality of the plastic doesn't seem amazing, but hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, you can focus. So you see, this is the full assembly with the saver, the spring at the end of it. So for the Classic, I'm keeping it like that. Oh, you can see as well now clearly these are the new springs that I have. So I have the mini spring, the micro spring I should say, for that guy, for the PC, very just 2.5 mil, and then I have these new larger spring which are extra soft, which are excellent for the Classic. So really happy about that. I'm probably going to play with them as well in the trike. I haven't had a chance to drive the trike in quite some time. It's waiting for me. It's right here. But now that I have plenty of spare electronics, I'm going to be able to put back a pod and motor and go play with it. So yeah, I'm going to change. This is the spring in the front of the trike that I have right now. It's medium. I think harder spring is better for the track because you want to lose a little bit of the traction in the front, but I'll give it a try. I'll see how things go. Okay, let's get a washer and a screw. So, tools. All right, I was gonna go play yesterday. I had my WRC Classic 1.8 pan car that I miss driving these cars so much. This is one of my favorite chassis to drive. It's an EP, completely pan, no suspension whatsoever, no spring in the front or in the back, and it is the floating front end that I took the inspiration for my car from, and I drove like an hour away to a track that everything is supposed to be reopened, but those guys were only reopened for members. So hey, I am no member. I don't belong to the clan. So I drove to the end of the world for nothing. And then when I started driving back, it started pouring rain. So I would have paid to go there, and then I wouldn't have been able to play anyway. I think the screw I took is too short. It's not even. No, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be all right. All right. Another thing that I had tried before and that I kind of not doing anymore is the Twitch thing. I gave it a try. I like the idea of doing streaming and live content, but I don't think anybody is on Twitch to look at people building and chatting about RC at all. And as much as I like to play video games, I don't really care for sharing my poor gaming skills along with the world. So I've tried a little bit. It was fun. It's really cool, the fact that you can directly chat with people live. That's really fun. I've been able to interact a little bit with the Blitzwork, and that's cool. But you know, as much as I have no interest in growing a YouTube audience, I just want to share what I do. I'm not looking to make, you know, YouTube videos which are you know, reviews of whatever the China mass market is pushing everywhere. Twitch have kind of a format like that when I don't think what I do fits very well with it. So I gave it a try, but I don't think I am the right candidate. So I'm going to be removing some material from there. I'm not sure you can see what I've just marked. Hey, you focused for a second and then you stopped. You little prick. Come on. Come on! Well, you can imagine there is a slightly white line that is going to be what I'm going to file in order for the servo to be able to pass around full lock. So yeah, if I was to order the Metal Gear Servo, which are 25 I forgot, 28 teeth or something like that. There is some nice aluminum servo horns that I can get, which are the one I get for the mini trike, with the very small 1 mil ball hand screws from the Orlando Hunter. But I think I'm just going to let people put whatever electronic in the car, and so be ready for that, because I am not planning to reshoot all the pictures that I have. So please, everybody, read the website. Read. There are servos on the pictures, but the required parts are not saying servos. You require a servo with the car. I ordered some servos, so I have some servos here, which are fine. They are the one from the Mini Q2. They are perfectly fast enough and powerful enough, but they don't have servo horns, and the aluminum servo horns doesn't fit on them. So unless you can get your own horn, those are not going to work for the PC. They would work for the Classic very easily. It's possible that the Classics are going to keep coming with them as long as I have them, because it is easier to fit the servo right away in the Classic than to let people take everything apart, because you really have to take, it's all sandwiched between the upper deck and the lower deck, so you have to remove an entire deck in order to switch the, not switch, but assemble the servo, and it might not be everybody's cup of tea to do that. So as long as I have servos here, which I have received from the Mini-Q factory before the Chinese holidays, I might be able to provide maybe the trike. Was for sure is not the PC, because the PC I feel is in the beginning I wasn't sure what kind of a platform it was going to be, because there is so many things in the car that was unknown to me as far as the design, but it actually is such a nice performing car that I don't want to just put whatever cheapy stuff I have, because I know people are gonna get rid of them right away, and it's really a pity to just, it's not a pity that they do it, it's a pity to waste a cheapy servo like that, or a cheapy motor. So the ESCs are pretty cool, the tiny ones, those especially for fitment in that car or in the PC01. That's my other version of the PC, because there is such little space at the, look, which way? This is GL battery ESC. So I'm not sure, you might be able to put one of those actually. It's possible. There's actually quite a lot of room, but this is so tiny, so narrow. Maybe even unboxed it. But yeah, for the PC07 you have to have that ESC inside there, unless you have, I'm completely wrong, because you could get the, what's the name of it? The Furitech, which is, I believe, basically this one without the box around. I'm pretty sure they're actually all the same with just a different programming. All right, so I have that done. I need now to get a long screw to mount my Servo Horn to the steering, and this will be complete. I might flip the pins around, but I don't really care. Right now I'm driving this one with the truck, the Euro Truck buddy, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep going. I was gonna put back my vintage 70s on it, because I have the vintage 70s Lola buddy coming for the pen car for the 112. So I was thinking about doing a little family reunion. I'm not sure. I like the Euro Truck though, and probably with the 5,500 kV instead of the 6,000 kV is going to be properly geared. Oh my god, you don't want to go into the thread here, my friend. Come on, thread. Oh, I'm getting sweaty from trying. Fuck me sideways. Alright, it's not in. Well, let's see if I have... Okay, so now at least... Yeah, you see when the change to this servo horn here. Oh my god, this Logitech camera really shit at focusing. Focus, brother! 2 hands, look. Oh, I'm carrying you like a child. Alright, you won't focus. Well, this here needs to be filed so the steering rack doesn't lock, otherwise you have less steering lock on the side, but this still has a pretty small amount of steering lock because it's not a drift car. It is really designed for speed cornering, so lower lock is better. Oh my god, this, I don't know what plastic these servo horns are made from, but he's like trying to screw something inside margarine or something. I'm gonna increase slightly the diameter, and then, sorry, I don't know what accent I'm doing. I'm not very good at accents. So let me know, how is RC life going in your country? Because honestly here, I thought it was gonna go good, and then blah, weather stroke. The weather, I think God hates us basically. It just doesn't want us to have fun. It wants us to stay home. Alright, but I have ordered some rain tires for my 1.8 Team C GTLE. For those of you who know, it is the on-road version of the 8 scale, but it's not the stubby, shorty, weird-looking 1.8 version that's a lot of the brands are doing, like Serpent and so on, that just looks like an Inferno with an on-road body with a crazy short wheelbase. It's the good-looking long wheelbase one. So I have this one. This one has everything waterproof inside, and all I'm missing is to replace my slicks with some nice racing rain tires, which I'm now just waiting to receive. Oh my god, this is going to be so near the ground. Woohoo! Oh boy. Alright, this is a very tight package, and I am talking about the car. Alright, that's gonna be good. Okay. Oh my god, that's the wrong cable. Oh, thank god they came with the right cable as well. Now, this, I believe the Rocket one is the same as the Team Power. Looks good, I have to say. The little aluminum package, the box around, I'm fairly happy with the way this product looks like, and I have the feeling it's going to be better than my old Mini Q ESC. The only problem, of course, with sensorless is the low end speed control. It's really hard to have any control at the low speed, so it is a little bit of a struggle with the Classic, because the Classic, you do a lot of torquey things. Oh, this is so smooth. All right, so yeah, I need to try a censored setup at some point, but not until I have played with those on the track big time. So that's going to be in a little while. But so here you go. That's my actual entire mini collection that I'm playing with. This guy is waiting for a pod and a motor. I'm going to add them fairly soon. I'm going to have to go to the mini track because this is covered, and if it's raining like that all the time, I think I'm going to go play mini in town sometime next week, because I've been at home for a year. So that's that. All right, so that's my little studio updates on the mini car. I'm going to probably change all of those JSTs to balance plugs, and I'm going to change all my batteries to balance plugs as well, because my batteries comes with both the balance for charging and the balance for balancing, unlike the GL that only have the balance. But I think this is a much nicer setup. It's going to remove like almost 1 cm of space, so that's going to be an improvement, I think. And I have a lot of hitch rings and stuff. So here you go. This guy, just to show you before I leave, right now I'm running it with my Euro truck, this Euro truck on, which I really like. I think the tires fit really nicely as well. This is my 9 spokes SLA tires, my crazy wing at the back, but I'm thinking about re-driving it with the Tipo 33. I'm not sure. We shall see, but I think I can just switch actually without, I just have to remove the front body post. Yeah, I can just do that. Just change the body post and then I'm good to go. And those actually fit quite nicely as well. Those, well, not the right height. Yeah, those tires are pretty good, but I gotta paint them. They're white right now. I'm gonna paint them in black the same way I've painted the F1. Actually, they're silver, and the 4 spokes. All right, so on that note, everyone, that was my little mini garage update on the messiest desk on the internet. And well, follow up, because I have the big 112 70s Lola body that is coming up sometime, probably not this week but the week after. And then I'm gonna have the new PC, I keep on saying PC, FP12 V2 chassis that I'm gonna bring out and try out. I already have some pieces printed out to lock the floating front ends on the one I have right now. And so keep an eye on my social and my YouTube for all those things that are be pretty cool, and they're going to be coming soon. All right, so stay safe and sane, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.